The Dream Spheres is a 1999 novel by Elaine Cunningham, and it is the fifth and final book in the Songs and Swords series, which started with Elf Shadow, which was also number 2 in the Harper series. Though that is, unless we get the final sixth novel someday, which was planned, but after many delays, was eventually canceled when 4th edition came out. So that probably will never happen at this point. That was wow, how many years has it been? Wow, time flies, I guess. It's been like 17 years. So, yeah, it's not going to happen, I'm sure. One can dream. But anyways, a half-ogre tavern guard is throwing a patron out at the start of the story. Lily helps Peg win some money, and they're both tavern wenches, but one is more comely than the other and makes more coin. Maybe not by honest means all the time, though. And they work at the Pickled Fisherman, colloquially just called the Pickle, in Waterdeep. Lily feels her dingy life is dull when she once saw plenty of her worn-out personal items. The only one that's shiny and exciting is a dream sphere, a new magical item you can find in the City of Splendors. It is an accurate name for the object as well. It helps you have waking visions of your desires or your dreams. Lily encounters a member of the infamous Theone family, and from this we learn of another family that Lily has some connections to. It's a start with roguish city fun and intrigue. Chapter 1 brings us to more familiar faces. We have Danilo Thon, eagerly awaiting the arrival of Arilyn Moonblade, coming to Waterdeep for the Gemstone Ball to celebrate the start of the harvest season. The year is 1368 in Dale Reckoning. Arilyn has officially broken with the Harpers, which seems fitting, as the previous book in the series was the last book in the Harper series, Thornhold. Danilo hopes to bring his relationship with Arilyn to a deeper level, but she's been busy helping her forest friend elves, and at the start of the novel he finds his mother, and others display a certain high-nose hauteur about a half-elf higher sword joining the ranks of the nobility from a sense of kind of elitism, classism, but more strictly racism, as all of Waterhaven nobility are human, actually, with, like, I guess a couple half-elves, which apparently didn't go really well. We also have some trends sneaking around, which are on the cover of the book, actually. A wizard named Oath and a magic merchant named Mizenmast involved in business of the Dream Spheres. This is honestly a fun, lovely story to sink into. This is kind of my comfort place, my dream itself, right? If I were to look into a dream sphere, it'd be into an Elaine Cunningham Forgotten Realms novel. I gotta be careful of my addiction, or I'll turn out like those falling too deep into the dream spheres, and I'll be no better than the Melniboneans in that sense. A big part of this in the book, though, is the romance, the soaring, the anxiety of it. Arilyn and Danilo have had something going on the whole series, but they've been separated pretty much the whole rest of the series since that first book as well. The last book was about Danilo, and the one before that was about Arilyn. They're finally starting something together, and again, that means a chance for the relationship to go somewhere. Where that goes is something the reader needs to discover, and where I think you'll be satisfied in that end, right? The Dream Spheres quest is a satisfying one. It's not just in Waterdeep. We get some other exploration outside the city. It is a very fun quest. There are a couple tragic things that happen throughout the story, and one of them is left unresolved, and I'm assuming that's where a book 6 would have gone. It's unfortunate, but it is in some ways just like a small thread that would have led to another adventure. But in a lot of ways, this one is a very satisfying place to end. Much more satisfying than, say, like Thornhold. If the series had ended with Thornhold, it had been pretty depressing. This one is much more, I don't know, like much more conclusive. It resolves a lot more, I feel like. It gives, it gives us some closure. So anyways, I very much enjoyed The Dream Spheres. Definitely made me fall in love this whole series with Elaine Cunningham and how she just writes characters, first off, where they're just like relatable in a sense and not as cartoony as some other D&D books. Even like I just finished one of her Daughter of the Drow, right, which she handles Drow much better than other authors I've seen handle Drow. So just she's a great author, and I don't know, I really like Danilo and Arilyn. I could dream for more. Maybe my dreams will come true. Anyways, there was like a one thing actually. I can pray to Ao, because there was one thing in this book, actually, a character cursed by Ao, which I found extremely unlikely actually in world-wise, but it happened, I guess, whatever.